Yuan Shao's forces gathered around Baima greatly outnumber our own. They must be trying to quash our potential strategies with sheer numbers.
Be that as it may, any commander who would lead such a massive army is bound to let his hubris get the better of them. We must discover and strike at where they have been negligent. The question is how?
Send a small force to ambush them? No. It would be but a momentary diversion against an army that large. Though if we can separate their forces, we may be able to take them down one group at a time.
Separate them how? I doubt Yuan Shao would be easily fooled.
If one wants to catch a catfish sleeping at the bottom of a pond, one must use valuable bait.
Bait?
Very well. I will join the assault. Then even Yuan Shao will panic and send his army.
This town has gotten bigger.
Lord Eugene is way too strict. They say a bunch of his soldiers ran off on him.
Let's begin.
Yes.
Got it! Yes.
Listen.
Victory on the battlefield is worth any cost.
Now go. I will act as bait and lure away their main force. You take a detached force to drive through the gap and relieve Baima Castle.
Cao Cao's forces, headed for Baima Castle. I have to warn Lord Yin Liang.
If they inform the main force of our position, we will lose the advantage of surprise. Quickly, pursue them!
We will keep the enemy at bay. You must hurry to Lord Yin Liang's side. March forward!
We have received word that Cao Cao himself is headed for Yanjing. We cannot let this opportunity go to waste. We shall send our troops to target him. We march at once! Take this! Looking rough.
Is that it?
Did I think
the enemy officer has been defeated. It appears we have evaded detection by the enemy for now. We will continue our advance swiftly and silently.
Lord Cao Cao's renown makes him an excellent decoy. Just look at the size of the force they've sent after him. With this many of their soldiers here, Baima should be relatively unguarded. Our task is to do all that we can to protect Lord Cao Cao.
Choosing solitude on the battlefield. You must be good. Let us fight! Let's get serious.
Behold, Allied forces are marching to our aid. This will be enough to break the siege. Stand strong! Our victory is imminent!
All right! Let's go!
Their numbers matter not. I will never falter. Take wisdom and courage. There is always a path to victory. Now, begin the assault!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this!
The strength of Yuan Shao's forces lies in their inexhaustible numbers. They seem to be pouring out from the fort in an endless stream. We should first focus our efforts on taking the fort. That will force them to change their strategy.
End this!
Oh Lord, Cao Cao, a great debt of gratitude. This battle is my chance to repay it with my blade.
Emperor Wan Yu! Fight me! You think you are skilled enough?
We shall attack like a surging wave. Make haste with preparations.
Take this!
I am ready.
Well done! Most impressive!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Insufficient for a comeback. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Go on.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this!
Take this!
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
Gotta be quicker. Did I think the enemy officer has been defeated?
Another victim has fallen before me!
We covered our footing.
Come, everyone! Must stir up your courage!
In the fort at Yanjin? Cannot let them cut off our reinforcements. We must reclaim it!
The resistance is futile!
Let's start the advance. Let's start the advance.
We are providing aid in this battle in accordance with our pledge to the people of the North. However, seeing as Cao Cao is loyal to the Han court, we have no objections to taking his life.
This is too good to be true. The enemy's massive force is beginning to crumble all on its own.
All my might! Send here! Send here!
I'm falling back for now. I must leave the rest to you.
You are a snake, guarding the corrupt throne to satisfy your endless avarice.
The enemy officer
Chaos
has
has
been
stricken the
defeated.
land, and the tears of the weak pool at the feet of the Emperor. That is why you must be eliminated. To bring peace.
I do not know who you are or from where you hail, but you seem to be driven by a strong conviction.
Infested! Alchemist! Take this!
Yan Yan has been defeated. This cannot be!
I can't believe we managed to drive back such a large force. We may be outnumbered, but this battle is far from hopeless. None can best me!
Could it be? No, that's not possible.
Send Wen Zhou. Attack Yanjin and bring me Cao Cao's head.
Every victory serves to make me that much stronger. Our next target will likely be the enemy forces at Yanjin. This time, we can send some of our soldiers to the front. We can cross the river to the north and attack the enemy from behind. We must also be prepared to scale the cliffs on the way. I believe in you. Let's go.
We're about to lose. There must be something I can do.
Normally, one seeks to overcome their opponent on the battlefield through superior resources. You, on the other hand, depend on your wits and courage. You may be my enemy, but I do admire your will to fight. You might even color me intrigued by it. Got you!
I knew I could count on you. A true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Take this.
None other could accomplish such feats. Continue to perform with this manner.
The enemy officer
There's no virtue in
has
dying
been defeated.
silver. I shall retreat and fight another day.
Take this. There we go.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Gotta be quicker. We're fighting a losing battle.
The enemy officer
I'm getting
been
out of here.
I see you. This has been brutal. I don't know how much more I can take.
forces at Yanjin are greatly diminished. We will finish them off in one final assault.
Take.
Time is right. We should attack now.
Much longer. Need a way through.
There we go.
Can't believe this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Here's not a strategist alive that can best me in battle.
Bear witness to my power. All my might. All my might. I see it.
I claim another victory in the name of my brother.
Our allies are doing well. Keep it going. Bear witness to my power. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Damn it all. Why did it have to end like this?
What? Wencho has fallen? This is not possible. What on earth happened? I could foresee losing either Yanliang or Wencho, but for both to have been slain, you fought well this time, Cao Cao. But this brings you no closer to matching our might. In the end, there can only be one victor, and that will be me!
Winning the first battle bodes very well for our side, but overcoming their greater numbers will prove to be difficult. This is not where we will strike the final blow. We will pull our forces back for now. This was a great victory, and it is owed to your wisdom and strength.
We are humbled, but it is not yet over, my lord.
Aye. We've swatted away some of their troops, but the flow of the battle has not yet shifted. It looks like Yuan Shao is continuing his march south. They will overrun us if we do not intercept them.
To defeat a large army, we must first take advantage of the terrain. We will draw back the front line to Guandu. There, we shall make our stand against Yuan Shao.
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What's wrong, Zuluan? Why aren't you saying anything? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you wouldn't have allied yourself with Cao Cao, the usurper of the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made. And now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful. Juha. What did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on? Or to pursue true peace? If you can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Go, Zuluan. Down your own path. Are you crying? I'm fine. Go, Zuluan. Down your own path.
I thought you had both died. I never imagined. I thought I was alone. Maybe I was being foolish, desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. If you insist on following the Han and allying with Cao Cao, then I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. You must remember who the Han are to us. Well, the point may be moot if Cao Cao is crushed by Yuan Shao in the next battle. I look forward to seeing him struggle.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful, trumping even Yuan.
Juha. I see. I had been wondering who she was, and why she chose to help you. It may be that the Juha you saw was a mirage, created by your own sense of guilt. That seems to be the logical conclusion. Zuluan, I believe now is the time for you to face the real Juha. You should figure out what it was that all of you staked your lives to accomplish. You, Juha, Bai Luan, and all of the Guardians of Peace. Don't you think you're underestimating me, Zuluan? I think you ought to place a little more faith in me. The key to unlocking your past is most likely the incense used by the Guardians of Peace. I investigated your village and went through just about every relevant text I could find. It took a great deal of time. However, I'm afraid the truth is crueler than you might imagine, Zuluan. I would understand if you wish to avoid learning the truth. That too is a valid choice. But if you do decide you want to unravel your past, it would be my duty as a doctor to offer my full assistance. That said, we had best try out the incense first of all. I will be rather embarrassed if it doesn't help you remember anything.
Not many people can read and write. The few who can ought to make that their weapon.
So you remember, we fought the government forces that came to purge our village and were cut down. And now, you know. I am but a fragment of your memory, a mirage from your past, born of your deep, painful regret over having survived that day. I think this will probably be the last time you'll see me. You do not need me anymore. Because now, you remember it all. The dreams we shared, the path we chose, the hopes that I passed on to you. I made my own choices, my own decisions. I lived my life without regrets. Feeling guilty for our deaths only cheapens our resolve. So please, do not blame yourself anymore. From this point on, do not let your desire to atone for your past shape your future. Instead, be guided by your will to see your choices through. Now, go forth. You do not need to look back at us anymore. And thank you. Ziluan, take care of Bailuan for us.
Good. It seems you were able to remember Chuha. That success is a weight off my mind. You did well. I officially pronounce you cured, which means my work is complete. Yes, there is nothing more to be done. No, I think not. Now that you've rediscovered your past, you've no more need of a doctor. Besides, I was thinking of taking a trip to the place where my father studied medicine. Better late than never, huh? As for you, Ziluan, you will be fine without me. Now that you know who you are, you're free to live your life as you wish. My, how you've changed. Ziluan, you're nothing like you were when we first met. The old you would have never said such a thing. Back then you were a wild warrior, hurling yourself into battle heedless of your wounds. But yes, despite my teasing, our journey has been one of the most rewarding times in my life. I met so many people, all fighting to survive this chaotic era. On second thought, maybe I could linger for a while longer yet. After all, what better place to fulfill my duty? Well, I call it a duty, but it's a humble matter compared to the exploits of someone like yourself. I learned medicine from my father, and he from his father. Along with that knowledge, they passed down the ideal of healing the sick and aiding the wounded. Now that I'm of a certain age, it's my duty to pass that ideal on to someone else. Just as Chuha passed her dreams and ideals on to you. Which is a roundabout way of asking, would you let me travel with you a little while longer? Thank you, Ziluan. I mean, that is to say, I shall continue to be at your service and provide what help I can.